Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tracy's Tuesday Talk. We are doing another very exciting interview. I'm very excited about this. But before I got started on the interview, I did want to relay an announcement to you. The Right Relations Circle of Hillhurst United is meeting tonight for their first 2021 meeting, and so that's why I'm telling you today at 7 o'clock. And they're going to be taking a look at the Sioux Winter Count tradition of annual reflection, recounting memories of 2020 and taking stock of experiences and lessons learned as you look forward to the coming year in right relations and reconciliation. So that sounds kind of interesting. If you're interested in that, just email me and I can send you the Zoom link for that. All right. So now to our interview. We have some of our wonderful music people with us, music directors. Pam is here. She's the music director of our adult choir. Ron is here. He's the director, leader, extravagant. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what your title is of the strummers and everything that has strings. Maybe, I don't know. So hi, Ron. And we have Dick, who is our director for our orchestra. And so welcome to all of you and thank you for taking part in this with me. So the first thing I just want to ask everybody is just generally, how are you doing? How are you and your loved ones doing? So we'll start with Pam. Go for it.
We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're very lucky. We have a dog, an Australian Shepherd named Rover, and he gets me out early in the morning and in the late afternoon. So twice a day out for walks. My husband Paul works from home, has worked from home for quite a while, so he's quite used to that. Sometimes he'll take Rover out for the walk.
Yeah.
Our exercise group that I'm involved in with the church that is conducted by Barb Robertson runs Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so that keeps me busy too. So lots of activities there. Rachel's book club is another wonderful thing to get involved in if you're interested in books. Great group of ladies there who have great inspiration into some of these books. You know, you read a book and you think, wow, I didn't pick that up about it. So the book club and the exercise, and I'm involved with 3 jams with people, one with ukulele, one with Ron and the Strummers, which is really fun because you can play along and nobody can hear if you're making mistakes on a Zoom. And then I have another one with fiddle and banjo and guitars and singers that I do on Thursday afternoons, as well as the choir. So I'm super busy. Yeah, normally until they had the shutdown I could get together with Carrie and we'd be doing some recordings together there, but that's not going at the moment. So yeah, so I'm fine.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you, Pam. Ron, how about you?
Yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, well, when the weather's nice, we get out for a walk. And of course, I'm working on music one way or another. Stampede stuff is starting to come together. So we're dealing with that stuff. Of course, Diane is involved in that exercise thing with Barb too.
Yeah.
And uh, on Saturday, we met the kids from Sherwood Park in Red Deer and walked the dogs. And we have a Zoom with the kids generally on Sunday nights, so that's good.
Nice.
And then there's reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can always find something to do, right? Yeah. That's great. Thanks, Ron. And Dick, how about you?
Well, we're doing well too. I just was listening to everybody thinking what they say.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
We walk. Heather has a number of associations she belongs to, and she's in a book club, so she does a lot of reading and makes lots of phone calls for pastoral care and enjoys that, keeps in touch with people. Basically, we're just staying at home. We've trying out new recipes, and I've become a bit of a bread maker, as so many other people in the world have.
Yeah.
But at least this we threw out the bread maker and got a book. So
There you go.
made some progress. But recently, I'm spending all my other than times when we walk, I'm spending all my time doing music. I've got still work with a trumpet teacher who helps me keep on track, and I started working on a little bit of jazz this last few months, and 2 weeks ago I started a jazz course at university, which is really into the deep end. These young guys at university have been doing it for many years, and it's a real eye opener how much knowledge there is there that I don't have, but I'm making some progress. And the orchestra, I'm just putting some finishing touches on a piece now for the service, and I think February 7th or something, if that's a Sunday. But we're getting that one done, and right now they're working on a fairly difficult arrangement of or putting together a piece called On Angel Wings, which we have done in church a number of times. But it's a whole different world doing it with people sitting beside you and a conductor, to doing it in your own house and putting it on tape. So I've got a number of them in, and they sound really good, and a lot of cutting and pasting and moving things around, and it's going to be fine. So that's sort of what we've been up to.
Fantastic. Lots
All
of
is
work.
good. Yep. Yeah, all is good.
That's great. Awesome. Thank you. So in this COVID-19 time, what has been the biggest challenge, and what has been your biggest surprise or positive that's come out of it? So I'll start with Pam again.
I think the biggest challenge has been not being able to get together with people to do the activities that we are now doing virtually. We miss the human, the hugging, and just the seeing people and being able to sing beside them or play beside them. That, I think, has been the biggest challenge, at least for me. The loneliness, no, because we're so busy doing things. So I know that some people that is affecting some, but that hasn't been. It's just not being able to get together with people. The Zoom is all well and good for a while, but hopefully we'll get back together by September. Biggest challenge, I think, has been getting the choir rehearsals going to how we want it to have everybody feel comfortable in them. And I think we've got to that spot now that so that challenge is kind of checked off a little bit. Like, we had so much trouble getting things to go at first, like how to book the meeting. Why is this not coming up? Okay, my computer's not working. And then we had help. Hal came over and tried to help, and no, Pam, this computer's not going to work. You're just going to be like this in the whole thing. It was awful, and my voice was awful. So we tried the iPad, and that worked for quite a while until its battery died in the middle of rehearsal, and had to get a brand new battery into the iPad. And now we've got this neat little camera thing that we bought, and it's on our very ancient computer, and it's working really tickety-boo fine. So that aspect is much better. And I think helping the people learn how to record themselves individually has been quite a task, unless that's a question we're going to be dealing with later.
Nope, you can say that now. Yeah.
Okay. Carrie and Dan and Todd and John and Hal have been just instrumental in getting the choir music together. It's a huge process. First of all, Carrie lays down a bass track that has the piano on it. Then we add me conducting, or we'll lay the piano with the conducting down, and then we put on the soprano, and then the alto, and then the tenor, and then the bass, and then that creates the bass that's sent out to the choir. and they can see me conducting, and they can hear the parts, so they can practice that. When we're and then they have to all individually record themselves and send those recordings back to Carrie, who
Right.
then takes several days. Like, it's an awesomely difficult process to
Process,
line
yeah.
everything up. And like, I see Dick and Ron nodding, to line everybody up, and then to get, cut off extra S's at the end of a word, like, they desisted, da, 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 or they're sing songs. So she has to cut all those and get them in. So it's huge. And then even before we can send out the video, Dan has to sync my video to Carrie's audio. So there's another person involved there. For the Christmas one, John had to sync up all the little individual videos that came in. Hal had to get all the pictures gathered and put them together for the piece that went that way. So that's huge. And the choir is just absolutely amazingly patient in learning how to do this and asking for help. And some of them don't do the video, that's fine. Some of them don't do the audio, that's fine. Eventually we'll all be back together. We'll all be back together, everybody. We will.
That's right. We will.
we will. But yeah, huge learning curve. For anyone who's participating in it, we're amazed that we've learned so much.
Yes.
So that, I guess, is a blessing, a difficult, but a blessing that has come out of that.
Yeah.
So I'll stop now.
Thank you, Pam. That's great. Ron, how about you and the strummers?
All the same stuff as Pam said, but of course, we've got a strummer Zoom, and yeah, we just keep working away on songs, and some people are comfortable recording and some people aren't, and they'll get onto it. Now myself, I volunteered to add my voice to all the hymns.
Yes.
And so I've been recording for a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel quite comfortable recording, but it's interesting with choir. These pieces that we're working on are things that we've done before, and some of them a long time ago. And so a lot of it's familiar, but there's maybe 5% that, oh, I forgot how tough that was. And trying to get all those words in when you're on your own. So it'll take a bit of practice to get these choir pieces up to the level that they should be.
That's great. Yeah. I just appreciate everybody's involvement. It's so great. So great. Yeah. And Dick, how about you and the orchestra?
Well, we have the same challenges that Ron and Pam just spoke of. People are being really good at sending things in, and one of the big challenges for me is I'm not a great friend of computers. Or computers aren't my friend. I don't know which way that works, but you think all I have to do is go down and take this piece, this 8 bars, and move them to line up with this, and then everything will be fine, won't it? Well, 2.5 hours later, it's not quite fine.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes it's worse. But those things work themselves out, and every time I do it, I get a little faster and a little better. And one of when we look at challenges, even away from what the music we're doing, of course, the challenge is not having people that you can hug and touch. And I didn't mention, I don't know why this most important thing in my life right now wasn't there, but of course we're Zoom call or FaceTime calling with my daughter in Ottawa, and my granddaughter is now 7 months old,
Brand new,
Um,
yeah, that's well,
yeah.
not so brand new anymore.
So we'll be lucky if we see her in her first year.
Yeah.
So that's been a real challenge. But along with that, one of the great surprises is how like we're doing right now, how easy the technology is to meet with people.
Yes.
Last night we had our Sunday night talk with Kathleen and John and Elise, and Matthew and his partner Kelly joined us, and we had my sister and her husband from Phoenix join. So we've got Calgary, scenic acres. We've got Calgary, far north, and we've got Ottawa and Phoenix, and
Perfect.
everybody's just like they're all in the same room.
Yep.
So there are challenges, but some of the technology has really, jumped up and helped people stay in touch.
Yes.
And, even when I put these things together, I mentioned this in the music meeting, but when I get all the recordings from people, it's like they were sitting right beside me in the room.
Yep.
They say, "Oh, okay, Ron, let's hear your bass part. Oh, you're just dead on. That's great." And it sounds so good. And it's like the people are right with you when you're doing it. And I talk to them all the time. I don't know if they know I'm talking to them, but I do.
That's wonderful. Yeah, we stay connected however we can stay connected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the neat thing about choir, having Fiona and Corrine and Elizabeth and Sandy joining us. It is marvelous. I just love seeing their faces.
Yeah, from all different parts of the country, right? And different parts of the world, North
Yeah,
America. Yeah,
we wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't for COVID and Zoom.
that's true. That's true. That's a big positive for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, anything else that you want to share with the congregation? I don't know if you have a word of wisdom or a little phrase of wisdom that you want to share and leave us with. I'll start with Pam again. I'm going to put you on the spot again.
On the spot again. Just get up each day with a big smile, knowing that something good's going to happen, that you're going to make it happen for yourself. Hug the dog, hug the husband.
Yeah.
Phone the friends, text the friends, talk to the son and the daughter, and just be grateful for what we do have. I think focus on what we can do and what we are doing, rather than what's gone wrong, what we can't fix at the moment. There's no sense being down, because it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to change anything.
True.
There was a thing where it takes less muscles to smile than to frown. I think that was something they told us when we were growing up.
That's true. Yeah.
Just embrace what you can. That's the good part right now. That's the good part.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Pam. How about you, Ron?
I was saying to our daughter, I wish we could borrow one of your dogs. And we have babysat the one dog for a while and stuff like that. And that's a lot of fun. I think to have a dog at this time would be a really good thing, but I don't think I'd want a permanent dog.
Yes.
Oh, permanent dogs are good.
You could be a foster parent. That's awesome. Thanks, Ron. How about you, Dick?
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell me the question again. I was listening to...
A word of encouragement to the congregation or to anybody. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure how many words of brilliance I have, but yeah, just take every day as you find it. I know that Heather gets a great deal out of her book club, which forces her, and although she would read anyway, it forces her to read and it gives her a chance to share with other people. I'm stretching my music as much as I possibly can, and just embracing new ideas, and we can't go out to restaurants, but we can pay a little bit more attention to our meals we cook, and I think there's going to be a lot of things come out of this that where people say, I didn't know that it was so much fun to do that myself.
Yeah.
And so I think we'll come out of it maybe with some skills that we didn't know we had.
True. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you all for your time, and from the bottom of my heart and Justin's and the congregation that we hear from all the time, we are so grateful for all of you and all your contributions. And so it just makes a big difference to our worship services to know that there are still lots of people involved, and this is a group effort. And so the one thing I would say to congregation members is don't skip through the songs, because it takes a huge amount of work to put them together. So listen to every song, sing along, enjoy it, and give it the honor that it needs to have, and listen right to the very end of the postlude, right to the end of the postlude. So huge hugs to all of you and to all of those people that you're working with, and say hi to everybody for me in your groups, and just know that you are so it's such a blessing to us, and we're so grateful for everything that you've done for us. So thank you for that. So
Thank you.
thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us, and have a great week. Know that you're loved.